All right, and we're live. Get the game loading in here. What am I doing? The player, just hit continue. We're gonna play this for a little bit, then we'll switch to another game after. I plan to stream for about 4 hours. A little bit, then we'll switch. Needed to mute that. Yeah, this is the plan here. We'll stream for probably 4 or 5 hours. We'll play this game for about 2 hours. Then we'll switch to another game. All right, let's. I've already been in that room. Let's just start ripping out some of the big stuff, I guess. We need to get these out of here. Once we have these out of here, we got some crates on both sides. Then it's just the hull of the ship. I can't seem to jump my way up there. I guess, do I really have to jump up there? I can do it from below. That should be as far as I need to go. And just like I did last time when I did a bunch of videos all at once, I'll have whoever is in stream at the time vote on what games we can play. 9 out of 10 chances are, though, we'll end up on the long drive. No, drive beyond horizon. That is what gets voted for the most, usually. I'm actually breaking more than I need to. I don't need these panels broke. Alright, get that out of here next too. Okay, next we have cargo here. Those will be a little bit more aggravating to get to. So I need these two broke all the way down. We can work on that. Once we have all this done, we'll go ahead and bring the whole ship down like we usually do. In 2 hours, we can probably get 2 ships done. Any more than that is questionable. But we will try for 2. I need this. I need this gone. Come on. You stupid hitbox. Alright. That should be all we needed to get this one out of the way. It is. We just gotta take all the stuff off of it first. Alright, it wants here to there gone. So we'll we'll work on getting from here to there. Then we've got 2 crates over there, and I think that's all of the big collectible stuff gone. Inventory full. Trying to think if I missed anything anywhere else on the bottom of the ship. I don't think so, but we'll probably give it a check. If it's already queued up. We don't have anything down here, right? No, we don't. Yeah, it should just be... It should just be these, and if I had to reckon, these would probably be the easiest to get out. Yeah, it should just be these, and that should be the only thing blocking them. Yeah, it looks like we got everything. And then obviously, that's blocking that one. But we can start cutting the ship free. We'll stop with the top parts of the ship first. I think this is a weird shape of this stuff. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Alright, trying to think where all these panels are going. Because I don't think any of our bottom stuff's fallen, so that means... Yeah, we missed some bolts somewhere. We're not missing any other bolts, are we? Alright, hopefully all that's gonna fall. There we go. Make sure the crane comes and gets the other one. Not sure what to talk about today. But I'm sure we'll think of something here. Just kind of... I think this game's gonna have the same problem as the long drive. I can only really talk about what I'm doing and not much else. So how often we'll play this game is not set in stone. Would be better if I could find somebody to stream with. That way I have somebody to bounce conversation off of. wanted to break that one. Alright, we've got the top left side, right side, depending on whichever side you start from, I guess, if you're left or your right. Pretty sure it's the front of the ship, so we're gonna go with this, the right side. We got it done. Now there's a couple of ships that are hooked up a little bit weird. I'm hoping it wasn't this one, but it might have been. And if it was, that just means it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge to actually get it unhooked. So far, we're doing better this time around. We know where all the weird hookups are. Alright, that looks to be the bottom done. Or not the bottom, the top. Now we've got to do over here. Depending on how it goes, we may even stream longer than 4 hours. But that is the current goal. Okay, now we've got to do the below stuff, which are going to be a little weird on this ship. Because I'm noticing that it doesn't have a below deck right here, which means it is one of them weird ships I was telling you about. The floor is actually in a different place, and the game doesn't recognize it very well. Alright, so I believe we need all of this gone. This should knock down most walls. Yeah, since I can't remember exactly where to break, instead of fumbling around and not doing it, I'm just gonna break the floor out everywhere. There is no floor left to break, then it can't stop me, right? Surely. Now I'm going to remember to go on the outside of that room I just did over there. I don't think I need to break those, actually. I think I just need the bottoms broke. We'll break the bottom bolts just in case. Ooh, missed the room in here. That would cause problems. Yeah, we got all that already. Now we just need to clean up some of this so I can see where I'm hammering. hopefully a bunch of the ship's gonna come down here in a second. What about now? Some of it came down. Not as much came down as it should have. We have all them outer walls and stuff fell. All of the inner ones should have fallen too. I'm not sure what's holding them up. Yeah, not sure what's holding them up at all. Guess we'll just break the floor below it too. Actually, I wonder if it's this holding them up. It could be this connection right here that's holding up the floors. I know, the thing above is holding up the stuff below. And I could be wrong, but we're gonna find out here in a second. Just knock all this crap out. Well, nope, that wasn't it. Alright. There's like 3 ships in the game, I think, that are like this. That just don't want to fall over. I thought it was the next ship, but it was this one. There may be more in the game too. I haven't done all the DLC ships. I also don't own all the DLCs. I think I'm missing one of them. I don't think I have the gigantic cruise liners. I don't think. I'd have to check. It tells you what you own on the front page of this game whenever you boot it up. So I may have to check that later. For now, though, let's just focus on knocking floors out. And hopefully everything comes down. Hopefully. I can't be spending way too long on one ship. Really now. Well, go through and knock these out one at a time. Sooner or later something will fall. But this is definitely not having anything to actually mount the walls to. And still not coming down. Like half of them came down. Okay, apparently that wall was load bearing. we figured it out at least. I'm gonna have to take out all the floors and the walls on this particular ship to get everything to fall. It save us a little bit of time here because I know what to knock out this time. Gotta make sure we get it all knocked out. Them dastardly load-bearing floating walls. Man, I wish I had some music right now. Well, anybody got any ideas on what we can talk about? Suppose if there's even anybody in the stream yet. I haven't checked Twitch. I just made sure it was recording and then had to mute it because it wasn't muted. I should be able to. There it went. I've still got floor under it that needs picked up, but that can be done later. Oh yeah, there's this whole section over here too. Whatever, it can wait. Let's clear out this front piece of the ship first so we can get it going. Not sure what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. I think I'm gonna... I don't have milk, I can't do that. I ain't sure what I'm gonna do. I'll figure something out. I'm out of cans of Spam and stuff. I'm out of bread. Could try and run uptown and get some bread later, but I don't have the money for bread, let alone gas for the truck. I'll figure something out. I think I got some ramen still in the back cupboard. I got water, so I can make that. This is still cleaning up a lot faster than our previous ships. Having the bigger boxes and the better gloves is helping. I reckon if it wasn't for all the added complexities of knocking this ship down, we would have already had half of it gone. How big is this section? Straight down the middle, alright. clean out from here to there. And to the right of it. Now get the first section of ship going. I'm trying to think of what our next ship is. Our next ship is either a tier 2, or I think there's a DLC tier 1 that we could do. Probably do the DLC one. It's a small ship, but it's radioactive. New problem, Aslan. Alright, you look good to go? Looks good to me. Alright, let's start working on the next half here. Thankfully, there isn't really a lot on this ship when it gets down to the brass tacks here. There she went. Hopefully by the time it's done, it'll be able to come directly pick this piece of the ship up. Then we gotta knock down the middle wall there. I gotta cut this free. Alright, now we need to knock this wall down. And the floor as well. Oh, we shouldn't have anything in there to go and hit. There that goes. That's taking the next piece of ship away. We still got to finish packing up this piece so that it can take it next. Yeah, this should just be one big piece right here that I'm on top of right now. I don't think it's two. Crane is a plane, yeah, the plane. Whoa. Now the crane should be ready to pick up another piece now. I just don't have another piece cleared. I popped by Judge Mister's stream after I finished mine yesterday, and I learned something while I was there. When the hell did amethyst become a basic Minecraft resource? Am I that far behind the times here? I thought amethyst was a mod. I mean, I get most of the mod packs I play are old school. I play a couple of other mod packs off stream lately, like Forever Stranded, and that one's fucking old at this point. That mod pack's ancient. So I guess I really didn't know a lot about new Minecraft and stuff. But damn, I was surprised. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a mod? I don't know what you can do with it. I was unfortunately really tired, couldn't stick around to stream very often. Or not very often, very long. I suppose I'm not on Twitch very often though either. Kind of do what I gotta do. And since I do it later into the night, I usually end up getting everything set up for YouTube side of things. Then I usually do my shower, food, that kind of stuff, then go to bed. So I'm not usually on Twitch as much anymore to try and watch people. I'm busy throughout most of the day. Usually doing some kind of yard work or helping my grandparents or something. Or fucking with doctors and insurance companies as of late. That's what's been taking up most of my time. Actually behind on yard work. Hoping I'll get a call from them tomorrow. I'm doubtful at this point though. I wish they would just already hurry up and tell me if they're gonna deny this shit or not. Cause I need to get a ball rolling if I'm supposed to be having my doctor release me back to work and stuff. Not knowing what's going on and not being able to plan for it is what's kind of fucking me here. Guess it is what it is, though. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I've done everything I could. If any of my viewers are anywhere near where one of these companies exist, it's called Spartech Plastics. Don't ever work for that company. I know we have a few locations across a few different places like Texas, Ohio, yada yada. Don't ever work for that company. It might be better at some other factories, but it's their company policies as a whole that are just horrendous. I mean, first and best example I can give you, automatic termination if you get hurt and need to go into long term. Legal, automatic termination. So I think that's the best first example I can give of how bad their corporate and company policies are. If that was a per factory thing, I couldn't say much, but yeah, awful company. Not to mention they also just make low quality products. I mean, the amount of stuff they push through on a daily basis was ridiculous. Gather up all this crap here. We are finally almost done here. Alright, huh? Oh, you shit me. I'm gonna miss something up there. Whoa, hold up here. The fuck do you want me to do about that? Bitchy ass shit. I'm gonna have to get up there. Wasn't there? No, there was no ropes, I remember. Weird. Glitchy shit. Oh, damn. Finally. Just no matter what I did there, I couldn't get it to go. There was always one thing after the other. Alright, that looks to be everything. Let's do a quick little search around on the ground, see if I missed anything. I did, way over here. Doorway got flung out here. Alright, let's go turn in our contracts, read whatever they say, because they're usually somewhat interesting. Some more than the others. Hi, I heard that ship is docked at the port. Well, maybe not at the port, but unfortunately at that cemetery. Anyway, I need some important things from it that I left when I was... that I left when it was still operational. Can you find them for me? Why have such a problem reading that? Thor. Hello, noble warrior. Do not be afraid, mortal. I do not require much from you, but I do hope to purchase some materials for my earthly recruits. I look forward to hearing from you soon. See, we got Thor, the god of lightning. Told you some of these are interesting. Stan. What is this, Andrew Tate? Hello, recently a new shipwreck has appeared on the beach. I saw someone trying to break in here last night and steal something, but luckily I made some noise, and the criminals ran away. But since we're talking now, maybe you have some things that interest me? I hope they are on the ship. There's the slippery herring. Alright, let's go turn in our, whatchamacallit here? Truckload of resources. Whoa, 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 whoa. I missed the beam. Alright. I'm still not going to sort this manually. This takes too long. Okay, let's get our next ship going here. Scrap that. We got $945. What ship do we want to do? See, that takes us up to tier 2. We don't really have the tools for that. Here's tier 1. Chevy. That's tier 2, but that's a submarine. We'll do this one, but it's still tier 1. Chevy, a warship from World War II known for its speed and lethality, was eventually struck in the rear near the shore. We'll be doing a warship this time. Let's sell some of our resources first. There we go. Now let's get some upgrades. That way we can be prepared to actually do level 2 stuff.
हेलो, क्या आप टूल्स खरीदना चाहते हैं?
We want there. Let's see. Get a little bit of rope upgrade too. Now hopefully we have all the resources to do these upgrades.
शुभ प्रभात, my friend.
Oh yeah, we went to level 7. If I have to, I'll go over there and sell some more stuff. It looks like we don't have to do that.
मिलते हैं, my friend.
There's our new grapple. There's our new sledge, our new saw. And we got a new blowtorch. Alright, what money do we have
आप क्या
left
चाहते
now?
हैं, my friend?
We don't have that much. Would love to get the better crate, but $900 is too much.
नमस्ते. फिर मिलते हैं, my friend.
Now, if I remember correctly, there is a bunch of nuclear material on that ship that's going to cause some problems. It's going to slow down everything we do. Alright, let's cut this out. Get them to come and take the gun. All that stuff comes off in one piece. Alright, that takes us below deck. Both of these missile launchers. Radioactive hazard, yep. Making it impossible to work on ship. Let's equipped with a Geiger counter. Alright. So it's down here somewhere because it gets really yellow when I get over there. Probably like right there, because that's where it is, not over here. That's where it gets really bad. We'll have the ship come and take that. Got a bunch of mines here. That and that. Now, since it's radioactive, I don't think we can really get up there easily. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't think I can get to those steps. So we're gonna have to go up the hard way. Ain't gonna let me climb to that. It will let me climb to that, however, though. Collect both of these. Get that out of here. Good thing we can actually use this ladder. Good thing we didn't pick it up right away. I probably should have gotten a crane upgrade so it moved a little bit faster here. I think it's right in there. Well, fiddlesticks. Where'd that box go? I have no idea where that box just went. I didn't mean to throw it. It had a lot of expensive stuff in it. Math sucks. Man, that really sucks. Oh, there it is. Thinking Yall. Not a very heavy box. But it's got a lot of expensive resources in it. What are you picking up right now? Man, I really should have gotten a crane upgrade, huh? It is slow. Alright, well, we'll come back up here later. This can be cut out. I think I've been getting sick the last few days. Because, like, today especially, it just hurts to kind of talk. Alright, let's step down into the hall. Yeah, let's just break away in. Look how fast we can swing that hammer now. I think our hammer level is enough now to go to the next ship. Full of shells here. Shut off the power. Alright, I guess we're just gonna put all of our boxes right around here. Can't remember where the collectibles at on this ship. No bulkhead can hold me. I will simply cut around it. Mobile cargo. Some ships you can find mobile cargoes standing on the ship. Throw your box in them when they are full. When they are full, call a crane, take it away. These things used to be glitchy. If you threw stuff you needed for contracts into them, you could just no longer do the contract. I think it's behind this door. I don't think I'm getting through that corridor without dying. Oh, our tower's gone. Which means I need to come up here and cut this free. Then I also need to cut this free. This piece is stopping it. we go. Alright, let's go into the back of this ship. Hey, look, there's stuff out here. Appears to be one of the engines. Yeah, appears to be one of the engines. Where's the other piece of the hull, though? The engine's there. Where's the hull? Questions. That was a little... No, that was really glitchy, actually, not just a little. So we need to cut this out and this right here. This should hopefully get me in somewhere. Into what appears to be a kitchen. Yeah, just throw the box over there. We're gonna have to figure out where that power switch is. It doesn't really matter where we throw these boxes. We'll pick them up again later. Whoops. I need to push it down. I had to sit there and read the tooltip on why I wasn't able to grab that. Let's check this room. Oh! Found the nuclear material. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how to get that out safely here. So, I was kinda right. It is right there. Just gotta figure out how I'm actually gonna do this. Hit the fucking dots. Alright, get that out of the way, please. I mean, it'll be a while till he gets to that. Just because of how slow the crane is. We need to knock this out so I can get to the other engine. That should make the engine able to be pulled out. Really? Find problems with this wall too. Alright. Now, why would I go and break that when I can just knock out all the wall around it? Alright, I wonder what all of our contracts want. We've found enough to do them if we clean up all of our boxes. Huh. Number 2. Now it's taking the command post right there. For lack of a better word, because I ain't sure what to call it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut off the front half of this ship so we can get in and out easily.
Hello, Yall hai?
Because it doesn't need much to come out.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Alright, I get rid of the front half of the ship. It just takes it a minute to get to it. There's stuff in here. We have not shut off the gas. I do not remember doing that. I'm trying to remember where in the queue that is. That engine out there. Since we haven't shut off the gas, we should go in over here. Our next goal is to find the gas. There is cargo in there that needs to be brought out. Found a spot I can jump. I think it's getting the radioactive material out right now. Means I will be able to finally go over to that side of the ship and look for the power. Yep, there it goes. Okay, which room has power in it? I'm not sure. We'll just go through these two doors and see which one of these it is. It's gotta be one of these two rooms. It was this room. I thought it was gonna be that one, to be honest. I didn't mean to jump all the way off, but alright. Huh, I forgot a whole room up here. It's also a room. Damn it. Keep walking off the edge here. It'll be easier just to go through this wall. Hey, look, a toy gun. Congratulations, you found the water gun. A minesweeper is a small warship designed to remove or detonate naval mines using various mechanisms intended to counter the threat posed by naval mines. Minesweepers keep waterways clear for safe shipping. Well, there be our trivia. There's something in there that needs pulled out. Where is the switch for the gas, though? I think this is the only room I haven't been in, so it's got to be in here. Just wasn't busting there. There it is. Okay, now we've got to clear out area to pull this piece of cargo out of here. More boxes. I think it's gonna need this cleared out too. To actually fit out. Coming out above a room, apparently. Means there are more things that need knocked out of the way. Get rid of this doorway. Hit the board instead of what I'm trying to hit. That gets that out of the way. Oh yeah, that might be a problem. Need all those to break out of the way here. Okay, let's clear the passage for this piece next. Oh, the crane ran out of things to do. Given how behind we were, I didn't think that would happen. Yep, front half of the ship's open. There ain't anything down here, is there? There is back here. What is that, a barrel? I could walk all the way around the ship, it would have been faster. No, that's just the shaft. Well, damn. I think we have one more piece of cargo. Yep, right there. We've got to get it out of the ship, and then we are good. We're golden. Need to see where it's at for sure. Looks like it's gonna be all four of these pieces. let's get up out of here.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Alright, now we're going to have the ship go ahead and finish clearing out. Now, instead of cutting all these off individually, I'm just going to do the same thing I always do. Ignore them. And break all the floor around it. This was a much faster ship, though. I think, at least. I'm not, feels like it's been faster, but I haven't been keeping track of time to know for sure. I had to knock that down, apparently. There already wasn't floor there. Must have been something I did. What is missing from knocking this down? There it is. The only downside of all this stuff up here is it makes it a little hard to get to some of your hammer nodes. Missed one. Missed two. Okay, well, I've got them now. Yeah, so I didn't hit that. Almost there. This cuts into a small piece, doesn't it? No? No, it doesn't. I'm just not hitting anything. Go around here. Alright, that is gone. Okay. Let's go under the ship. See what we can do here. We'll just step out of the ship, throw that box. I think everything is gonna fall if I just knock out the floor. I think. Not positive. Yeah, it should. Should.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
I don't care about that thing. Let's go under the ship here. If we go under, we can make sure we knock out what we need to and nothing else. And there's not a bunch of crap on the ground like there is on the top side. This should be the easiest way to get this done here. I don't think we can hit that particular node up here. Yeah, this is knocking it all out. So should go around once, knock it all out the first time, then go around the second time, get the rest out. Then, like I said, we should have the money to do some tier 2 ships. Because we should have good enough tools now. Emphasis on the should part. Stuff falling down above. That would be everywhere where we did remember to hit the top part. This nodes. Alright, just follow along till we see something break. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Alright, that side of the ship is done. Let's turn our attention back to this side. And find everywhere I haven't hit over here. break everything down that way. So I can actually see what I'm doing up here. Oh, I think I destroyed that yellow container over there. It was empty anyways, who cares? We need to find the nodes we missed here. Or is this going to be another one of those ships that have a bunch of walls holding it up? Looking like it's going to be another one of those ships that have a bunch of walls holding it up. Alright, we'll try knocking out walls that are visibly connected first, and hopefully that works. I bet it's these walls. Just gotta knock all this stuff down. Yeah, it's probably walls like those are holding it up. No, I say break. Just wasn't listening there. Ooh, that sounded expensive. I think it had these walls holding it up. Grab everything I can see that connects it. Knock over. Alright, I want to say that's that side open now. Have to do the same thing to this side though. At least we figured out what the problem was. That makes it a little bit easier to fix. Inventory full. I need to get behind the walls. Let me in your walls. Alright, break that. Damn, ship's still standing. What about you? about you? Well, shit. What's holding the ship up now? I have to have missed a wall. Well, fuck. That ain't it. I gotta figure out what's holding this wall up. Yeah, I'm running out of ideas here on what's actually holding stuff up. Yeah, I'm very much running out of ideas here. This wall? No. Now look here, bastard. You're fucking floating. I call bullshit. How am I gonna get this to fall? Alright, let's try just cutting out the middle all the way down. That's the last idea I've got. If there's no floor left and only walls, I'm gonna be a little aggravated. Some things have fallen. Evidently, I'm missing some dots. Yep. Let's try and find all the dots. Nope, I have no idea. It is completely floating at this point. It was already completely floating, but now it's completely floating more aggressively. Nope, it was that. There was a glitched piece that didn't fall. Got it. Game had to make me look bad. I thought I'd do that enough myself. I now no longer think this has been a fast ship. We spent too long just trying to figure out how to get it to bust. Still aren't quite at the 2-hour mark, so it's not time to switch games yet, but we might just switch games early. Because our next ship is a tier 2 and is significantly larger. We will still buy it, spawn it, That way we can see how much larger. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be large enough to where I can't guarantee I'll be able to get it all done.
हेलो क्या हाल है
Suppose we're going to work on just the left side of the ship for now. Just say right, but we're on the left side. We're just looking on the... As a matter of perspective. I didn't mean to throw that over there. We've got our first piece of... Well, it's not technically the first. We took away the front of the ship all the way at the start. So suppose we got our second piece of ship finally out of here. Well, no, it wasn't the second either. This is technically the third. Well, damn, I'm just wrong on everything I said. Lots of heavy stuff on this ship. Now we're just trying to get on over to the side here. We can send up the next piece.
कोई बात नहीं
So we'll worry about the other half of the ship later. You know, I know shipbreaking is incredibly dangerous with a low payoff in real life. It's actually banned in most countries. That's why India does most of the shipbreaking around the world. But I do think it's a colossal waste of resources when we just sink them and turn them into artificial reefs or just to get rid of them. I know it's not worth the effort to recycle them, but, well, it's just like up there on top of the screen. You will get a lot of, yes, at this point, low quality, thanks to years of being on the sea. You'll get a lot of steel and reusable resources. Just think it's horribly inefficient to do it any other way. We need to cut this. Yeah, most nations just don't want to do it. It's like I said, it is not a good trade. It's incredibly dangerous, very low yield, and extremely time-consuming job. And just payoffs ain't worth it. But in the long run, I think it would be better if we got better at well, shipbreaking. But I suppose my opinion's not really worth much. Worth less than the dirt people walk on. Yeah, I think if it was offered as a job, There's people in America that would gladly go and do it. Alright, let's go ahead and get these up here.
हेलो, क्या हाल है?
Like that, we were missing some things and it got flung. We did fill up a lot of crates here. Let's start all the way back from the front here. We got some time until it gets both of those picked up and moved. We also have a bunch of extra crates to throw. So we've now got to pick up and move every crate that we've already thrown once.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Alright, give me the stuff. See what I mean? We got a lot more crates to pick up now. The majority of which are incredibly heavy. Here in a second, I'll go ahead and start a poll, and we can figure out what game we'll play next. Like I said, we ain't gonna have enough time to do another ship. That much I am sure of. It caught up to us, the crane already. Well, that was not very efficient. Yeah, it's gonna fling some stuff just because there's stuff up there. There wasn't much left on this back half of the ship. So hopefully we can get this done quickly. That's weird. Told you it was gonna glitch out. It may fall, it may not. That's why you should always get everything off of something you're gonna crane. But it may fall, it may not. Fell. Sweet. We got lucky then. More often than not, it gets stuck up there because it carries it high enough where it gets out of our, what's the word for? I guess kind of a render range would be the way to put it. Damn it. Didn't turn far enough. I guess it wouldn't be a render range. It would be a physics range. To save on CPU power, I would imagine. Once stuff gets far enough away, physics seems to no longer care.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Since I don't like the way Streamlabs does their polls, because it doesn't really tell you what you're voting for, unless you know what acronym I use, I think I'm just going to use Twitch and we're just going to pick from 5 games. I'll pick the 5 games that do the best on my Twitch and YouTube, and you guys can pick which ones.
मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा.
Any other little bits and bobs here? I do not think so. Alright, let's go turn in our contract. We'll read the contracts that we turn in. And then we'll buy our next ship and we'll just go set up the pole. John Fran. Good day. My name is John Fran and I represent the local museum. While we may not have sufficient funds to purchase the entire ship from you, we would like to inquire about the possibility of acquiring some materials from you. We hope we can reach an agreement. Haji Khan. Hello, my friend. I have encountered a small problem. I had initially planned to build a small house in the forest, but the costs have turned out to be higher than expected. I'd love to inquire about purchasing some of your materials and furniture. Alaki. Sir, do you realize what this ship was transporting? Besides military items, I have heard about stolen valuables from defeated enemies. I am willing to pay you handsomely for a share of those items. Alright, let's go and do our sorting now. And then we will buy our next ship, look at it, and then we'll set up the pole. I need to quit saying "and" so much, and try and work on my stutter a little bit. We've got $1,532. So yeah, we'll do a tier 2 next, I guess. How much does this ship weigh compared to what we just did? About 6,000 more. We also have a lot of money here. We could do a submarine next time. But now we'll move back up down here and up and down, whatever, you know. The next time we'll be doing Chilling Turtle. Very chill, very cool. It may look a little bit different than the others, but sometimes it can do much better. All right, let's run up some upgrades quick.
मेरे स्टोर में आपका स्वागत है।
First, I can sell all that. That gets us more money.
हेलो, क्या आप टूल्स खरीदना चाहते हैं?
We want to get to level 5 on both of these. Great now. Big upgrade. Gloves. Yeah, let's go save the rest of the money for actually doing the upgrades.
शुभ प्रभात, my friend.
See, now we got new gloves. Get a new saw. New torch. Yeah, I usually never upgrade the torch. Because you just don't need it that much. But, recording, I'm on more of a time crunch than
फिर
when I'm
मिलते
by
हैं, my
myself.
friend. नमस्ते.
Was that everything we could do? If I had just enough money, alright?
फिर मिलते हैं, my friend.
We'll take a look at it, try and gauge. Yeah, I would say it's twice the size of everything we've been doing already. And it's significantly wider. And like I said, this is a level 2 ship, so that takes longer. I think our hammer's upgraded enough to one-hit these. Yes, that's good. This takes longer. There we go. So we know about what our cool levels are at like now. Alright, I suppose we'll go ahead. We'll save it here. Save game. Back to main menu. Oh, I gotta hit quit. Alright, we're gonna end the first video here. Hope everyone has a good day, a good night, and a good life. And take it easy out there, y'all.